Welcome back to another episode of the HRL Touch 'em All podcast. I'm your host, Stash, joined by Sanchez this week. Sanchez, how's it going?
Fine for now. How are you?
Doing all right for right now as well. This is another special edition, something different than normal. Too Bad inspired this idea. We're going to let him go or tell us what it's going to be about, but first, Too Bad. Tell us about your nickname and how you got into the league.
Oh, nickname. So Porkaway Spaz and I think we're probably the first guys to piss off the entire league when we first joined by giving ourselves our nicknames before getting into the league. So my nickname, I think it was Chad. Was it Chad that came, or was Spaz that came up with it? Mm-hmm. Spaz came up with it. My parents took a picture of me where I was basically bare-ass naked, standing in our front yard at like 2 years old. And I'm holding my Wiffleball bat, and my tiny little dong was hanging out. So they decided to call me Too Bad from that picture. So it's not the most creative thing, but I like it. I'm not gonna change it. So yeah, that's how that came about.
Now, if you guys gave yourselves the nicknames, I will say that Spaz is no one can fight that. Like, that
No.
just
Surprised
fits.
it's not his legal name.
And you've gone through an evolution in your nickname
Right.
time, so it almost fits. Like, it works now.
I like it.
Kmart
Much better than the
can
original.
calm down.
Yeah.
So kind of tell us about your nickname then.
So when we first came in the league, I was in my early 20s and I would drink hard liquor and throw up a lot. So I was Puke Boy. And then I discovered that I shouldn't drink hard liquor. But we were at Tugboat. I used to have a house party every year. And we were at that, and Truck was on Tugboat's deck puking, or I don't know. He was very, very drunk.
Yeah. He was like leaning over the side of the deck.
And he was trying to call me, to yell at me, to say "Puke Boy," but it came out "Pork Buoy" because he was so hammered. And Gusto was actually the one who said that's the new nickname, and since then it stuck.
All right.
Gus of all people. Where is he these days?
Maybe still under that tree crying from the Rockies loss in the championship.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2006.
Yeah.
Down at Pilot Knob. He took that one very hard.
Not sure he's okay.
I hope so.
So how'd you guys get into the league then?
I think it was Spaz.
I found a.
Well, the three of us, this before that, the three of us, Spaz, Porkby, and I would play home run derby. There was like probably 2 or 3 summers straight where we would, not every day, but dang near every day, we would just out in our parents' front yard would just throw to each other and play home run derby. And so by the time I was 18, or had just turned 18. It was the summer between 06 and 07, and Spaz had found it.
And it was a time where all three of us were living at home. Like, it hasn't happened since we were kids. It just happened to be living at home, and he, I don't know, found it on the internet or something, and said, "Fucking hey, yeah, let's play."
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, so we started practicing. Actually, the first 2 people that we met was Joe
Oh yeah.
and Gusto. And we actually played with the 2 of them. There was a park near our parents' house, like 2-3 blocks down the road. Austin Park. And Joe and Gusto showed
What
up
a
there.
random matchup.
Yeah, right? Very, very strange.
But before that, we were obsessed with the league and watched all the videos.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so we knew half the league before we
Yep.
even met
Okay,
anyone.
sure.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it was, but like he said, obsessed. I mean, we were watching every single video on there over and over and just kind of like learning some of the names and some of the faces and stuff like that. I mean, we were jacked to join, and it was like, for me, I don't know about you, but like for me, it was like exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like, it's our first matchup was against the Red Sox, and Tugboat and I were throwing. I've told you guys this
The
story
year after
already.
they won it.
Oh, yeah.
Tugboat and I faced off against each other in our very first game. Was at Central. It was on field 1, and him and I were throwing 70, 75 easily the entire game. And it was like a 2-1 or a 2-0 game or something like that. And afterwards, Tugboat came up to me. He's like, "Hey, just so you know, we were pitching way too fast. That was a lot of fun." And it was. It was fun. And the next game, I hit my first home run off the man. So, sorry, Ryan.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Awesome stories. But, go for it.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, in some of the earlier years, our speed limit was very wide margined. let's say.
Non-existent.
What's a playoff
There
game?
were-
That was non-existent.
There were teams that would get together and they kind of kept to that medium speed. But, I mean, with the rules Truck had initially said, it was set at 35. And the radar was in his head because he knew what it looked like. And then we got the radar guns eventually, and we're just like, that is not 35, and neither is that.
Yeah.
And I can still remember watching the Red Sox and the Indians play that championship game where T-Bag and Ryan were throwing, and the batters were swinging as the ball was hitting not the strike zone, but as it was hitting the boards in the rink behind, another 3-4 feet behind. That's the timing, because it was just...
Yeah.
And you swung because you hope to hit it. I mean...
Right.
Yeah.
Tough.
Because those guys also were going to throw strikes, so you could just sit there and watch yourself strike out. Or you could be a proactive strikeout.
Right.
Just accept it.
Yeah, well,
Like CJ and I mean some of those guys.
Oh,
Holy cow.
yeah.
See, I was obsessed with CJ when we were.
Eck maybe could throw the hardest,
Oh,
because,
man.
yeah, that man was an athlete.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to what we want to do.
Yeah, my eyes are stinging.
Or not want to do.
Yeah. Right here.
So, too bad. Tell us what you want to do here.
So, Stash and I have been talking a lot recently with since you guys started doing the podcast, and I had kind of asked him some questions, and that's kind of how the whole Discord thing came up as like a new message board, more or less. And somebody had mentioned Shrills' old side of cheese stories. I remember reading those way back when we first got in the league. I don't know if you've read any of them.
No.
It was kind of like a get to know him article. He would send a random 10 questions to guys, and a few of them would overlap, but then he'd kind of custom it to the people. But
Okay.
Exactly. So I've been during the pandemic and everything. I found some stuff on YouTube, one of them being Hot Ones, where Sean Evans, the host, brings in celebrities like Coolio and Shaq and Machine Gun Kelly and Lord and people like that, and he has 10 wings and 10 questions, and they ask a question, or they eat a wing, and then he asks a question, and it gets progressively hotter and hotter, and it's a brilliant way of interviewing celebrities without making it being completely freaking boring, because they're just torched from the wings. The first 5, not so bad, but when you get to the back 6, it's tough.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be a great thing to do. Now that, back in the day, we didn't really, when Shrills was doing that, like YouTube was a thing, but I mean, the technology and the equipment needed was expensive. Nowadays, everybody's got a phone.
Yeah.
We can record this stuff. So I was like, dude, we have to do this.
Yeah.
Like, and Stash was like, well, I'm not going to do it. I'm already doing the podcast. And I was like, I'm going to do it. And at first, I thought I would start with somebody else, but your podcast has been great. And I was like, let's start with your podcast. Like, that's a perfect place to start for.
hooray!
Yeah.
So, and I'm also kind of obsessed with stats and stuff like that. So I figured, let's do a stats podcast. And that kind of evolved into Here We Sit.
All right.
We're about to get tortured
Yes.
with a bunch of wings.
You 3 are. I'm gonna do the enjoyable ones.
It's not that bad.
Oh yeah, I can smell it from here.
So the sauces that we have are from season 15. If you want to go look it up, you can go see what all of them are. But the Pork Boot and I sampled the first 4 about a week ago, and they're absolutely delicious.
Huh.
And I know that the
Be a
remaining
nice little supper.
Yes.
right, yeah, exactly. The remaining are pretty hot. So. One, the wings are pretty big, so you do not have to finish it. If you just want to take one bite, it's totally fine. You do not have to finish the whole thing, because I don't think I could finish that many wings anyways right now.
Yeah.
But you do have to take a bite. And if you do want to bow out, you're more than welcome to bow out. I'll let the Twitterverse and Discord and the rest of the league decide
The
what
hot
they think
sauce,
of you.
The hot sauce group will not allow me to bow out, so I am in it till the end.
Yeah.
For unfortunately.
So I have 10 stats questions. They're in no particular order, really. And we'll just we'll eat a wing, and then I'll ask the question, and we'll go from there.
I imagine we'll expound on a few things here and there, right?
sure.
It won't
Oh,
just
yeah.
be a stats answer and pound a wing.
Yeah. So there we go. Do you want me to stop real quick just for the intro?
No, we're good.
Okay.
We'll keep rolling.
All right.
He doesn't really add anything.
I don't. I try not to.
Oh, thank you. What a gentleman.
So this is number 1, the classic hot wings from the people of the show actually made it.
All right, just dump it in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, while you guys are eating, I'm going to ask a question so you can think about it.
That's good wing.
That's
Nice and smoky. That's delicious.
That's dang good. So, my theme for the stats, since we're the home run league, HRL, is a lot of them are going to be home run questions. And it's not going to be who has the most home runs all time, because that's a boring question. Who does? Nobody cares about him.
I've never heard of
I
that.
don't know. I'm some guy named Sanchez or something.
Yeah, most people don't care about
Questionable stat recording, so I don't know some of them. So the first question is, who was the first player to hit over 30 home runs in a season? And what year did they do it?
Is this a free for all or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick, you mind toss me a napkin?
Oh
please?
yeah. I don't know for sure. Jayski?
It is Jayski. Do you know what year?
2006?
It was Jayski in 2006.
Wow.
He hit 34 home runs. Molds also hit 30 home runs in 2006, but Jayski did it first. He beat him to it, and it was like the last. I think if I remember correctly, it was the second or third of the last game that
Yeah.
Jayski hit it, and then Molds I think hit it in like the last game of the year, something like that. Who was the first rookie to hit 30 home runs? Spaz in 2007. He hit.
Congrats to
I
Spaz.
did not look that up.
You probably heard it from him enough times.
He thought he was a god. Actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I still remember Spaz talking trash to me on the MB, saying he would make his tagline at the bottom of his posts my stat line against him pitching. So I think afterwards, he was true to his word. He had to put like 4 for 6 with
I think I
two
remember
bombs.
that.
He had to have that for the rest of the year. I was like, okay, it's your deal.
Definitely. Quick follow-up question: who was the first person to hit 40 home runs?
Was it me?
This fella right here.
2008?
Shirl's wanted to change your name to 40.
No, 2007.
I don't know.
Yep.
So I saw 34 and I had to one up him. I still remember in 2005 when I hit like 27 or 28, whatever it was.
Feeling pretty good about yourself.
I was, especially since I hit 9 that first year. And people were all just like, oh, that'll never be broken. That's an unbreakable record.
The
And now,
27?
the 27, yeah. And now guys hit like 50. You got
Yeah.
Right, TJ.
your former
50.
teammates hitting like 50 every year now.
Yeah. As smallpox is.
TJ never hit 60 just because he got bored with it at times.
That guy
I
could
mean,
have hit a home run at will.
yeah, I feel like there was at least one game where I was pitching against him that he'd already hit like 3 or 4 home runs, so he switched over and started batting left-handed, and he hit another home run. And it wasn't like I was lobbing it in there. I was trying to get him out,
Yeah.
and it just wasn't happening.
One of the most incredible defensive plays I've ever seen. It was on Valley at Field 2, and I hit an absolute rocket, like a line drive that somebody like only Mippy or TJ or like, after seeing Dumpy the other day, only somebody like that could catch it. It was like, I haven't hit a ball harder.
Yeah.
At least in my memory. Hey, TJ like jumped up 15 feet in the air and caught it and got me out. I was so pissed. So pissed. The dude was an athlete. Absolute athlete. All right, let's move on to number 2.
I think I've had Rocky and or Torpedo steal at least 3 or 4 for me.
Yeah. It's like the worst feeling ever. Like, I hit that ball so well.
Yeah.
It's just like a kick on the nuts.
All right, what is this? We should be
This
like,
is the jalapeno.
Oh yeah, hold
all
on.
right, like let's.
Jalapeno. This is number 2 here. So
The
this one's
jalapeno
pretty
one.
good.
So they do from meth to just silly, and it's right in the middle. So
I don't know how accurate that is.
I was gonna say their labels.
So
meth could be ketchup, I guess.
this is kind of a follow-up question that I didn't think I was going to ask after smallpox ruined it. But
I probably didn't see it.
which
Ask
is
away.
good. I think you saw it. Did you not?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Well, smallpox and blame you because a lot of the viewers out there are probably.
I really
looking for
like that one.
That's tasty.
So, who holds the record for the most amount of fielding chances in a single season?
Chances.
Yep.
In a season?
In a season.
Huh?
Alternatively,
Like if it's
what do you think the number is? That might be an easier one to answer because this is a difficult question that not many people are going to know.
Is it? It's over 120 in its season,
oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's got to be like 200.
I think 200.
I was gonna guess total chances like 187, 190. And if it's old school, I'd go with Cheesy because he once made like 18 ounce at a game or something crazy like that. I don't even know if we have 18 ounce.
I'm gonna guess Mippy.
I don't think Mippy.
Box maybe even?
I'm just guessing.
I don't know.
What the fuck is it?
Who do you think?
Well, I'm relatively new, so I don't know the old school HRL. So if
It's not an old school answer.
really okay,
It's relatively recent.
So it could be like Rocky because he
I was
plays
gonna say,
nonstop all the time.
I was
He's
gonna
like you. No, it's because you pitch off.
I don't pitch anymore, if I can help it. And Handy Matt thinks I'm a terrible fielder, and that's made me worse. So I stopped playing the field. 'Cause every time he looks at me, I make an error.
Well, the answer.
I was gonna go with Rocky.
Okay, Rocky.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
The answer is EAD in 2017. Had the most amount of fielding chances.
We talked
That's
about
who it
questionable stat taking.
Oh yeah.
Interestingly, number 2 all time
Oh,
also
so
came
you agree? There's some questionable fielding.
Yeah.
Overall, he has some questionable stat taking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Every fucking game there is.
at least
Can I
according to the
cuss on
record
this?
books,
Oh, yeah.
the Bible of D
That's fucking
stats.
We can put a little E next to the download.
In
It's
an
great.
asterisk? Something like that?
No, an E for the podcast.
Oh, yes.
Explicit.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
How many was it?
That I kind of feel like a terrible host because I wrote down the number 2 all time, but I didn't write down the number 1. But it's more than 193 because Johnny Manziel was number 2. He holds the record at number 2 all time, 193.
Really?
So I want.
Well, they rolled with a 3-man team for a lot. Like they may
yeah,
have had
I
other
forgot
guys
about
on their
that.
team, but they really went 3-man nonstop. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never would have
So
that.
Webster out. I don't know. I want to say it's 198. I could be wrong. On
Okay.
that, but the Twitterverse or whatever can correct me. So yeah, EAD and then Johnny Manziel, 2 people that you probably wouldn't think of.
No, not even close.
I mean,
So yeah, we can take one more bite and we should move on.
Yeah, that's.
All right.
You don't
we got
finish
number
yours, I
3,
might
which
come
is
after. Sorry.
Cantina something or other.
Tomasa, spicy habanero,
Oh, that's easy.
Chili hot
So
sauce.
through. That's the oil one.
Yeah.
corn oil, chili peppers, garlic, onion, kosher, salt,
There you go.
You gotta figure it out.
black
So-
pepper.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna need another one too. Wiffleball. Thank you. All
All
right.
right, let's.
Let's dig in.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Just your quote unquote sour.
It's not. It is not a sour.
We should have opened with that.
It's like smoky
The stuff right
teriyaki.
I really like this one. Next one's probably my favorite.
Definitely a late heat.
Can you? I was gonna say, can you call that a hot sauce?
It was number
It's like
3
a-
on their list.
All right, all right.
It's tasty.
Oh,
Yeah, it tastes
I
good.
really know. It's got a lot of black pepper. You can,
yeah.
I think I looked at the label.
Especially here now. All right. So this one's not really a stats question, and I've got a couple. I think I've got one other question kind of like this, not stats related, home run related. So, Stash, I'll start with you. What's your most memorable home run in the HRL?
It would probably be against the professor at Sky Hill, and it was at Pilot Knob, Field 1,
Okay.
and wind was blowing straight out to left, and I pissed on it. It felt like it hit the branches up in that tree across the crosswalk.
Yeah.
That's the most memorable one for me.
Okay. Good one. Nick.
I
You had
hit
one or two, maybe.
one or two. My most memorable. It's an oddball one. It was my 40th. And it was the year I hit 40 in 2007, apparently. I think it was against Scarecrow, and I had been struggling for about a week and a half to get to that number, and I really wanted it, and DJ knew this. So he pulled me aside, just it'll happen, just hit the ball. And it was at Central on long left, and no, I didn't put it on a tennis court. I actually put it into the right field tree. It's one of 3 home runs I've ever hit oppo, and the ball was just outside enough that I just cranked on it, and I drilled it about, I don't know how many feet up into the tree, but it went, and I was happy. I guess runner-up would be my walk-off home run in the championship against the Reds off a spoon. I think it was my 3rd homer of the game. I pitched that game, hit 3 bombs. It was a walk-off.
Was that
Felt like a good
2005?
time. Yeah, I think so. It was whichever one where later that night, like, or whoever it happened, the series where the weather got involved. So we had like a month-long delay because Zach ended up going to China.
Yeah.
And we ended up finishing it out with Palpatine and Spoon with an automatic fielder of the man.
Automatic.
And it was brutal.
Not a highlight in the league's history.
I don't think so.
At least
But-
when it comes to World Series.
We got it done.
Yeah. Pork?
I had something in mind, but I just remembered another one that was very enjoyable. Because he mentioned auto fielder. There was one time when we were at the White Sox, and it was only me and Al. And we played the Red Sox. And I hit 3 home runs off of Ryan. I refuse to call him the name. The third one, where I could see the devastation in his eyes. It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hit a lot of home runs, so I
I
got
once-
on a few of them.
I once hit one off of Ryan that was going to hit me in the left knee. And I just stepped way out in the bucket and I uppercutted it. And he just stared at me the entire time around the bases because he's like, "Why'd you even swing at that?" I'm like, "It went over the fence, that's why."
What about you?
I think mine would be in the HRL. It'd probably be off of Psych in, I think it was Game 6 of the World Series, and we needed to tie it up, and it was like the top of the 5th or 6th or something like that. That would probably be my most memorable one in the league, for sure. My most memorable in all of Wiffleball would probably be hitting it off of Austin Bischoff out at Nationals in 2004, I think it was. And he was a damn good pitcher, and I hit it, and I think it might have tied the game, or it might have brought us in the lead, into the lead, but we ended up losing the game.
2004.
14, maybe.
14, sorry.
I was gonna say.
14.
We going to Nationals before we were in the league.
Yeah. But yeah, the as far as HRL though, for sure, that one off Adam. He's a hell of a pitcher, and it was the World Series, and
Yeah.
it's about the only thing that I did for the Biscuits in any of our World Series games. Well, last year I did pretty good, but
You brought beer.
no. Oh, this is true.
Speaking of, I'm going to grab another.
Yeah, you want to grab me one?
Yeah. Anyone else?
Good for now?
Good for now. You want to cut it real quick?
No, roll it. Because if you cut it, I did the
Yeah.
snap.
I'm gonna grab a couple napkins.
You have editing skills, right?
Huh?
To edit out this bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
gotta stick to my
Thank you.
laurels here that I don't drink Michelob Light.
Hey,
Really? Why not?
he's from Iowa.
Never enjoyed it.
Not in Minnesota.
That's
Yeah.
understandable.
It's like-
I cannot drink Miller Lite. So
It's like the American with peanut and peach fuzz, where they drink Miller Lite, not the Golden, because they're from out of state.
I can't stand
I've never had one.
It could be mostly in my head at this
You know
point.
what?
There's Miller Lite.
I'm doing it.
It's quite refreshing.
If I can get through hams on game day, I can get through this.
That's pretty tasty. And it actually probably
You notice I didn't say no to it.
while eating hot stuff.
Yeah.
Probably.
The strawberry. Come out. Don't eat my napkin.
Careful right here. Put that in your nose.
all right.
Gotta dab my eyes with this.
Right. On to number 4 here. Still in the enjoyable. This is probably my favorite. This will probably end up being most of Sanchez will be interested to see what you think of this. But
Is this
my
the okay? So it's the barbacoa one.
Yeah,
Los
barbacoa.
Calientes? Yeah,
All right.
barbacoa. It's like a smoky kind of whatever. You know, kind of continuing on.
I like this one.
What the heck did I do with my
That's
napkin?
tasty. There's more.
Anyways,
Did you give me 2? You might have given me 2.
no, I grabbed 2 for myself. I don't know what to do with it. That works. No? Probably. So number 4, kind of continuing on, not really stats related, kind of mix it up a little bit. Name a player that you haven't played on a team with that you would like to in the future. On the HRL.
Well, I've already thought about this. Easily the Giants. I would love to play with Bliss Jr. and the Mart. Those two are just awesome to talk to.
Thus continuing your massive hard-on for the Millers this season.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love it.
Yeah, that's been a lot of talk on the podcast.
Oh yeah. He's all Millers. I've been backing the little dogs, the Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Nick? You've been in the league since the beginning.
I have. I've played with a lot of people too. That's like the Braves were a revolving door of roster for many years till we had DJ and Dobbs on. Then I went over to Egan.
Love Dobbs. Love DJ.
I've actually always wanted to play with Zach, Dr. Seuss. So he's been one of them.
So you have a good pitcher?
So I don't have to pitch, but yes, that too. Yeah, so that's like the first one that pops in my head. I don't know. Like, some people who will be nice to me. That's all I really need.
Hard to find.
It is. I'm not on that team now.
Pork?
No.
You played with a wide variety of guys over the years.
I guess I would like to be on a team with Kmart. Seems like a nice fellow.
Yeah.
I always expected would have been on a team with him by now.
You know, you think you're both OG.
But he's very sold on being the twins for life.
Yeah.
So I think he'll retire before
I
he
like that.
lets the twins go.
I don't know who the fuck anyone on any team is because we have all these goofy names.
Yeah.
Blue Sox,
The minor leagues.
Waboos, and whatever.
Rubber ducks.
Hey, I don't know
I've
who
been
the
the
hell's
rubber
on
duck
any-
since
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been in the league.
Except for that 1 year with the Cannonballers, but that was
COVID.
yeah,
Yeah.
special
COVID.
circumstance.
Thanks, China. Yeah.
Then the Braves, the Pilots, the Bees, the Whalers, the Braves.
Yeah, it's
You've been on a lot of different team names. See, that's an interesting question I should have looked into too.
Okay.
Who's played on more unique team names? Not because originally what I had in my head for our final question was name the player who's played on who's played with the most amount of people in the league.
Oh, it's easily Webb, isn't it?
I would.
It was super difficult to look up, and I'm 99% sure it's Wade. It's Webb Jim. For
I
sure.
would think so
Yeah.
because he's on a mission to play with a new team every year.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
at max, it's 2 years.
Yeah.
I think I've mentioned before. I'll
Webster.
really be impressed when he joins the Ludnuts and leads them to victory
Yeah.
versus finding a new super team every year.
That's what I'm trying to do with the Blue Sox, but you know.
we actually have to be good.
I think I counted it one time, and I was up to like 34 different teammates.
You counted
I
yours?
think so. It was
Yeah.
something around 34. It was in the 30s. Because, like I said, our first year, we had like 6 guys on the Braves, and then the next year it was a 5-person team. And then the next year we went 4-man team. But those 4-man teams for like 4 more years
Yeah.
swapped out 1 to 2 guys every single year.
Yeah.
And then the Pilots and Bees and Whalers, those had huge rosters too. So I covered a lot of ground there.
Yeah. I've played. I played with a lot of guys on actual HRL teams, but for me, it would, I don't know if I could name one person. Like I really like the Blue Sox that we have right now. But after playing at nationals since the beginning, like I've gotten to play with so many guys because that's 8 to 10 or whatever games that we're playing out there. So I don't know. I don't know if I could pin it down.
I'd like to change my answer to Fukudome.
Oh, I'd like to play on a team with Fukudome.
He might
too.
show up.
If you show
I was
up,
gonna say
That'd
we have some attendance issues this year.
this year. Moving on to number 5 here.
Before we hit 5, which
Okay.
is ginger goat, the original goat, pineapple ginger hot sauce, sauce picante with other Spanish words I don't speak. Who's feeling it? What do we got for a mouthfeel?
A little bit. My nose is a little runny. So
I'm not
this,
feeling it yet.
This is where I'm going to start really.
Here.
Oh, my tongue. My tongue feels it.
Yeah, my tongue, my lips, and then also my nose is running. So
I'm not a big fan of ginger. Oh, not bad though. Not bad.
I like ginger in my Thai food. Oh, curry and such.
I love ginger. I like ginger beer. Anything with it, I love it.
That's
So this
tasty.
one,
It's really good.
Oh.
this one's kind of a long question.
Feels like mustard.
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of a long question. Which record has stood the longest, and can you name the player and the year that it happened? Most home runs in a season, most saves in a season, most reached on errors in a season.
It's got to be the saves.
Or it's his reach on errors.
So you did know that one. That was
Yeah, that one
question
gets talked about a lot, especially in the current times where I'm getting heat. A hit's a hit.
Oh,
If they can't field, how can you expect it to be a makeable play?
That one's got a little bit of a
Yeah,
that's
it
a
came out at the
delayed
end.
delayed reaction.
So
which
I
one's the
think the
oldest?
saves record is the oldest,
Okay.
Yeah.
and it was like 17 saves.
No.
Oh.
Well,
Maybe you don't have that part written down. I
I don't.
don't mean to put you on the spot.
But you think that one's the oldest?
I think that one's the oldest.
Okay.
That's what I think too.
We should have had a secret ballot.
I think it is too. Sibes? I never knew how to.
I always went Sibes.
Sibes?
Sibes?
I've heard people say both. I've
I
always
know.
said Sibes.
Yep. The answer is the RLE record.
Very prestigious record.
And it was 2007, the first year, because we were brutally honest, because we were so competitive amongst each other. You know.
Oh
as
yeah,
brothers.
you weren't gonna want anyone to one up you.
We were on
No.
the opposite end of the spectrum of the league. And we were playing in our front yard. It was, if you touched the ball and didn't catch it, it was an error.
Yeah, it didn't matter how hard it was hit, how much spin it had on it. You know, if you had to dive and catch it, like Ken Griffey Jr. in center field or something. But that his record was in 2007. Do you know the number?
24.
24.
That's all I got the whole lot.
He loves that. It's
I don't have much I can. brag
no,
about.
you own it. Take it down, man. That's yours.
That's one of the longest lasting records in the league.
That one was
Sibes
kind of fucking hot.
was delayed reaction to it.
Did you scoop it with your finger?
No.
Did you want to pull?
No. It's it wasn't my favorite flavor, but it wasn't. I assume they're gonna get worse in flavor.
It's a delayed heat.
Yeah.
Sibes
where
was
I-
2010.
Okay.
TJ was 2012.
I think we also have to maybe question some of those saves. Like we might have to go back and look at some box scores.
That's what I was saying on his score.
2010 on the Tigers?
Yeah.
Holy shit, they were around that long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I remember how
They showed up a little later. It wasn't like they came, or did they show up with like the Indian?
I
Your
think it was
guys' way.
2006 that they
Yeah,
started.
they were 1 year ahead of us.
Because-
I only remember playing them like a couple times.
I thought it was so badass. I think it was Doc I hit a home run off of.
Doc was amazing.
And I felt like a badass. We were on Sky Hill, we were on Field 2, and I hit a home run off of him. I just felt I was on cloud 9.
Alright, so background, Doc was a lefty who threw one pitch, but he
It was.
could grab any ball in the bucket and place the pitch anywhere he wanted.
Kind of like Taco.
So, yeah, so it was a big sweeping
No, he was
curveball.
better than Doc.
And he could throw it hard or soft and just place it. And it was always like that outer 3 by 3
Yeah.
inches. And you're like, you would sit there and be like, I know it's coming. I'm going to hit it the opposite way. I still can't do anything with it.
Yeah. He was so good. Career, he was 195 ERA and had finished his career with 30 saves. They were good. I wish they were still in the league.
Yeah,
all
they're-
came in together and all left together.
I feel like they're one of the, for sure, victims of middle age and adulthood and
Kids and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, like
they were pre me and you having kids.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like I thought you were old when I first got in the league. Now that I think about it, you're not that old.
I was,
You know.
I think 22
Yeah,
when you joined, or 23 when you joined the league.
And I thought you were old.
No.
You know.
Oh yeah.
You must have been much older than that.
Well, him and I got into it. We got into
he was
it.
19. You must have been late 20s.
I'm 40 now, and I've been in the
Oh,
league for
you-
19
you-
years. So
You were like 24 then. When I
Oh,
first
all right,
got in
yeah.
the league. So still young. All right, moving on.
I don't have a degree in mathematics.
Number 6.
Oh God.
This is where she starts getting fun.
Yeah.
Teaching.
It is? Alright. I'm gonna
All right.
And which one is this, Nick?
Oh, number 6. Right, we are to the Tikka Masala High Desert. Established
Alright.
2018. Made in Tucson. First,
dry heat.
yeah, it's a dry heat. There's not going to be a lot of humidity in this one.
That one got
Apple cider vinegar, turmeric, coriander, Roma tomato,
Good for you.
vinegar. I really wish I had that malt.
Anti-inflammatory.
It's tasty. Tyler, can you, or Nick,
Are
you
you-
might toss me a napkin quick before you
You
begin?
can have mine since I am.
Are you bowing out?
Oh, that didn't work very well. All right.
More questions. Distract us. How you doing?
Well,
At some point, it's just going to be us watching Casey.
yeah.
And me keeping asking him so that you don't look at me as I suffer.
Damn it, Webster. All right. So the question is, wow, that got hot. Really
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
So Who holds the record for most RBIs in the season, and what season did they hit it? Or hit them in?
It's
I've
not me.
known this.
It's gotta be.
Is it Psych?
I don't. I feel like it's maybe Web Gem, and he hit it when he was playing with the Gothams, and they were always playing 3 to 4 man teams.
Yeah. Holy crap, I got hot.
Yeah.
Because those guys aren't like the new Web Gem teams where they all hit 50 home runs, so they're hitting a bunch of solo shots. They were actually getting on base and then hitting them. So I'm gonna stick with Wade, but I don't know what year.
Okay.
12?
2012, you think?
I don't know.
No, that's what it was Gotham's era. So, it was Psych. He hit 116
I was way off.
in 2019.
When he hit all of his home runs.
Yep.
I know this because that year.
I don't actually pay attention to other people's home runs.
That year is because that same year there was 3 of us that were in the top 10 of RBIs in a season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like my high is
Or maybe
92 or something.
I can't remember if it was top 10 or top 20, but 3 of us were up there for a career season.
I'm gonna say it. That one's got a little kick.
Yeah, no. I took kind of a little. I took a little bit of a big bite.
This is supper, right? The whole thing.
Oh yeah.
What are you ladies doing? It only gets better from here. Like,
See, this is why I think his show is so genius. Like, it is such a good show because it throws the interviewers off, and by the time we get to, you know, the next 3 or 4 of them, you guys are not going to be able to answer the questions.
You want some?
yeah, I don't know if I'll use it, but I might save it for my cereal tomorrow.
It tastes like ice cream.
Sundays are cinnamon toast crunch breakfast for me. So
I need to grab another beer. Sorry.
that's 6. How many we have?
Yeah, we got 6, so we got 4 more.
Right.
Holy shit!
Yeah. The longer we wait, the worse it gets.
It doesn't hurt.
No,
It hurts.
It hurts. I'm gonna cry a little.
Don't worry, we're already there.
It doesn't hurt. It's just making my nose run.
Just gonna. I'm gonna admit. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna wipe these tears with a clean towel. That's gonna be my crying towel.
Oh, I gotta grab some milk.
Yeah. Right.
I'll steal some of that.
Okay.
I didn't mind the flavor though. Maybe if you didn't
it tastes good.
soak a wing in it, it'd be all right. Like
That's how they do it on the show.
I know, no, I'm saying like actual practical uses for the hot sauce. Or most hot sauces are not coat a wing in it. It's like, hey,
Put a little bit on it.
yeah, this 1-2 punch from Ghost Peppers and Carolina Reapers will knock you off your feet, and the heat takes this sauce over the top.
Yeah.
Try a few dashes on soup, any rice dish, chicken, lamb. Unbelievable, delicious burn. Wow, the tears are really coming out.
I see yours.
I just squint to read.
Just real quick here. I think we screwed up.
Did we?
Is that number 10?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I made sure to go in order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna have a second beer going just to make sure.
There's only 9 there.
Oh no, we brought the last one here.
Right
Like,
there.
he was investigating.
Gotcha. All right. So here we go with number 7, which is
Let's get a little highlight out to you guys. Hotter than L.
hotter than
Love Burns, Sanford, Florida. Nothing good out of Florida.
Why is mine always in the pool?
I tried to be pretty even with it. I mean, look at number 8.
Yeah.
Son of a.
Again,
Yeah. Well, the thing is with numbers.
So we got number 7 wrong, right? No,
Number
we didn't get psych right? Or did you? You guys? All right.
Yeah.
We're a team. We're still doing pretty well.
Casey, Psych, 116 RBIs, 2019. That's
That's
correct.
too many RBIs for 36.
Well,
season.
He did have an incredible year.
the person, the second runner-up,
He's very
for
good.
RBIs in a season was Handsome Matt, and that was the year that the Lugnuts came in, and Handsome Matt took 80 walks.
Yes.
Love walks.
Mm.
It's an integral part of the game.
Oh, you want to show it to Pliny the Elder? Great beer. California. Russian beer. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna. She's gonna get real here, boys.
I was gonna say this might be my
Excuse
last
me.
one.
Okay. Well, My
That was
wife
the original.
is going to be saying, "I told you so" tomorrow. So I'm gonna dig in the next question.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Hungry.
There's going to be delay on this. I can tell already.
Yep.
You might have to edit.
Oh, he's going to have to cut out.
Maybe edit.
That's fine.
All right. You guys think this one tastes good?
No.
I do. I do. Oh, that was good.
No.
All right. Oh, it smells like that awful Detroit pucker butt one I've tried before. Okay.
So the HRL has grown over the years, obviously, especially in the first 5 or 6, 7 years.
That's hot.
And we saw the league's total home run count for the entire league progressively got bigger and bigger and bigger. Until what year?
Probably the year cycle and we played like
Is
18 games.
That doesn't count COVID, right?
It does count COVID.
So
COVID.
2020 because of COVID?
So to give you a quick hint,
Uh-huh.
in 2004, there was 316 total home runs. In 2005, there was
9.
602 home runs. What year did we stop having that number grow?
Probably pre-2020 then.
It's gotta be.
I'm gonna throw it 2018.
Oh, that's
I'm just gonna guess. 09.
So the answer is 2013. We had 1,747 home runs.
Some good pitching.
And in 2014, we had 1,361. So in between those 2 years, that was the first time that they dropped.
All right. That was a hard one. Let me tell you. I don't usually compare the home runs per number.
Neither do I until I did this. And I'm starting to question why I decided to do this whole thing in the first place.
It's good. It's good. You were hungry and you wanted some wings.
It's not satisfying my hunger though.
Ah, I'm so full.
People are going to get a kick out of this stuff. Just painful.
Brought to you by Natter Days. Strawberry lemonade.
Oh,
It's a drinking beer.
shout out to poor Gooey's wife, Nikki, for the Natter Days. This is Pliny, which is actually delicious with these wings. Not as good as I remember. I don't know if it's the wings or what, but I'm not going to be happy now.
Nope.
All right.
I'm bowing out.
So bowing out?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
I survived a lot longer than I thought I would.
Fair enough. All right, let's do this.
This one's called the Bomb. I'm actually going to
No,
take
it's the Bomb Evolution.
the Bomb Evolution. I'm actually going to take Casey's.
Keep out of reach of children. All right.
Oh my god. You know, I've watched a lot of these
Take a moment.
with Hot Ones, and I thought people were a little over the top with their reactions.
It's legit.
It's legitimately hot. We're only on number 7.
Like they're making hot sauces out there as weapons.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
I remember, I think I was looking at the Scoville units thing, and it was like, you know, jalapeno and habanero, and then a couple other ones that I've never seen before.
How you doing? Head
And
spinning.
then it gets to like the Carolina Reaper and Pepper X, and Pepper X was up there with police pepper spray.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to drink that.
So this is a horrible idea. Mm.
Want some bread?
No, I'm good. I got it. I think I still got some milk. Yeah.
All right. All right, Nick.
I'll still be here answering questions. I just need not.
That almond milk really does help.
It's good.
Before you kiss Robin and I, make sure you wash your face. All right.
Good call.
All right, Nick.
All right, let's do it. What's next?
Oh my god. I did not take. I took a bite. Cool. Careful rubbing your eyes, idiot.
I already have one.
No, Nate.
No. I was like, what's next? Thinking we were on to number 9.
So a follow-up question,
God, my eardrums hurt.
right?
Like, ah. Okay, home runs. Let's do it.
All right. So this question was as of Monday this week. A follow-up question to the last time. How many home runs have we seen in the HRL total overall?
This
all
year?
time? No, I mean I'm saying
cumulatively.
Cumulatively from 2004 until Monday of last week or this week. Sorry.
So, can you give me 1 year's worth? Like,
Well, he did last question.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
In 2013, we had 1,747.
That's a lot.
It was a lot. 1 year. We've been around a long time.
5634.
5634.
Yeah.
5,634. And in 1 year, we had 1,747.
Oh no, that's not really good. That's bad.
I know
math.
it's the wings.
Bad math.
I know
I was
it's the
trying
wings.
not to be bad too.
No,
either.
I know. It's tough. Holy cow. This is,
It's a really good one. I like that one a
it
lot.
tastes really here. Stash. You wanna...
I can't do it anymore, man.
Holy crap. We got 2 left. Nick, you
As
have
he's
to,
dabbing his...
dude, you don't have to eat the whole thing. I'm not. I have to ask questions. There's a lot of air moving out of my
It's
mouth.
supper. I told you.
I can't match you.
No. Okay. So,
Total home runs.
we gotta be 50,000 range, right? Is that the math? Someone get a calculator. My brain.
This is the brilliance of that show. This is why I'm copying it.
I'm going to go with around...
Oh, you're still here.
well, I've been around, yes. I'm just not eating. I'm still going to be...
That was a
part of
good
it.
call.
I'm going to say probably around like 29,500.
The answer is 22,402.
I was way off.
Yeah, you were.
Many times.
On both questions.
I went high and low.
You did. Yeah.
Why are people hitting so many home runs?
Hell, we're not very good pitchers.
Is it bad pitching?
I don't know.
Because I see some good pitchers, or I've just gotten worse.
2011 through 2013 was definitely the top, although
Shaking.
2019 and 2021 there's quite a few as well. I'm not going to read them off the list.
You keep reminding me of how much pain I'm in.
God.
Man,
All right.
I'm getting... Yeah. Let's do this. There's more questions.
All right. This one's called Scorpion Disco.
All right.
Yep.
It's not a party I want any part of.
This is a terrible idea.
I'm having a good time.
I can see Two-Bat glistening right now, too.
I'm very glad that we decided to do this because when we were discussing timing, we were talking about Sundays. We're typically when you guys were doing that stuff, and I'm really glad we're not doing it on a Sunday because I would not get it work done.
I at least can go to church tomorrow and pray that this goes away.
Let me know
Praying
how
in
that
the
works.
bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Scorpion Disco, I think is the name of this one.
It's
So,
Karma Sauce. Scorpion Disco.
14 billion Scoville units.
Brought to you by people who hate themselves.
But this is
And
what-
you.
This is what Elon Musk puts in his rockets, I think.
It's funkin' hot.
God, I hate myself.
I gave up space science to make great sauce. Lucky for me, I found a great crew for the journey. From dirt farming to slicing and dicing. It's a hard talk. We do it all so you can create amazing... fuck you, Gene. I think that's the first swear I've had on the podcast.
And none other than somebody like me to cause it.
I haven't even tried it yet. Alright, let's dance, bitch. It doesn't smell tasty.
Apparently that hit him pretty quick.
Dude, we should do this before the polar plunge.
You would not be cold.
Well,
You would rock it out.
I jump in with my mouth open.
I was going to say, you're already struggling for breath,
Yeah.
and you jump in and you're going to be struggling even more with it.
Well, talk about a distraction. Alright, here goes. Hooray! I've been licking this out of my mustache all night.
Oh, God. Gotta take a shower afterwards.
All right.
I think it's hot, but Everything's kind of numb at this point, but painful numb.
I originally wasn't going to ask this question, but I realized it's probably the most difficult question to answer here down this far along. Who was the first player to reach 100 home runs? Pardon me. Who was the fastest player to reach 100 home runs?
Was it not me?
No, it was not.
From the start of their career.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Psych. Gotta be Psych.
It was either TJ or Psych.
Oh, it was TJ then. TJ had to do it. That guy was good.
Pork, you chimed in off camera.
Yeah,
Wasn't Spaz.
Mm-mm.
No.
It was TJ.
TJ was good. That's just chicken skin and fat.
You don't have to eat it.
I don't want to eat that. That's kind of there's the fat there, but the meat. Oh. Just get that sauce. It's so good.
You keep on kissing it.
Because more of
You didn't answer.
Answer what?
I don't know.
I did.
Yeah,
Said it was either.
It certainly wasn't going to be me because I hit 9 my first year and then 20. But I think TJ just came out with 40s out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That wasn't so bad.
How are Twins doing? Are we winning?
Was there an extra one of that?
I think it's tied.
That was.
You gonna go again?
That was good.
He's the host. You
Part of
can't
a
foul.
bone.
He's showing out. He's showing out for his hot wings.
Hot wings screw. Woo! That was not bad. I mean, it has a little bit of a tang to it. It tastes like space.
It tastes good. The number 7 so far, I feel like, has been the worst.
Yeah, it didn't taste good. Wait, was that the hotter than Love Burns? I actually liked the Masala one. It was just too damn hot.
I thought. Okay, I was gonna say the bomb sauce. I thought was gonna be the worst.
Wing number 2 is probably a bad idea.
Yeah, because you still got at least one more.
What else? Stash.
Yeah.
Still our podcast.
Yeah.
He's maybe asking questions. Let's talk about something. What else we got?
Oh, I was just gonna have 2-bat run with it. I didn't have anything planned for this one.
Game recaps.
Nope, that's gonna be on the next one.
Carnelian was underwater. We didn't play. Harley is a fishing pond. They didn't play. That's about it. I think the Yankees won against the Hops.
I don't know. They split.
The Marlins and the Bears played.
No, the Hops got split.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I have another beverage?
Off-screen toss.
And I'm not good at defense.
Well, it's a beer. You're not gonna drop that. Wiffleball, you don't care.
Yeah, it's round. Beers are better. All right, what number are we on?
We're
Last
at 10.
one.
Last one. Yeah,
That's a lot.
I know.
I'll take that one.
Do that one.
Maybe we just don't rush into it.
Casey, I know you were going to be saving these for tomorrow, but
I am not gonna be saving the top ones.
so I'm going to be honest with you. I did have a question number 10, but it got cut off the email that I sent myself. So I'm going to ask you one that I know off the top of my head.
Okay.
Shockingly, buddy. Name at least one person who holds the record for most HRL World Series Cups.
I know 3 of them.
Mippy.
No, I know 4 of them. There's 4 of them, correct?
How many have you won? 2 more than me.
Yeah. My teammates have won 2 for me.
But you got them there.
Shout, Huck, Fox, Grizz, Nippy,
So
your
you may-
coattails or something I'll never let go of. Just kidding, I don't.
You already have a bite. No. So, out of those top ones, Mippy Taco, Seuss Palp.
I want to start a food truck and serve Mippy Taco. Just notes for later.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's fucking hot.
All right. So Zach and Palp.
Zach Palp. Yeah, I think those are the only 4 that have 4.
I'm gonna drink your milk.
Go for it.
I gotta get it calmed down before I even start.
The last little bit of it.
Oh shit. I could look up the full answer, but unfortunately my phone is the one recording right now. And I have the link saved for the answer.
How's the flavor?
Not bad. It was good. It tastes good.
I feel like my stomach's gonna burst from the beer and the milk.
Seriously, same. Bloated. Hurting.
Well, here's to you.
Oh my god.
I'm not eating that.
That's fine. Yep, good idea. I got it.
Whew, that's hot.
Holy cow.
Like everything it touches.
Don't touch your face.
Oh, no, everything it touches inside my mouth.
Everything hurts. This is what the surface of the sun feels like. What was the question? I don't even remember what I asked. Who has the most HRL cups?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
As someone who's never won one, they're overrated. You know them. Spot them off.
I did.
Oh,
I think you got off of.
I was gonna say.
worst episode ever.
You boys alright?
Holy.
I feel like we're turning into a letter Kenny episode here pretty soon. You boys alright? Hey? Oh, that sucked.
Okay, you want to...
Yeah, have a roll.
Alright, holy cow. Well, I hope this turns out a lot better than it is right now for me.
That one was spicy.
I'm lightheaded.
I didn't particularly enjoy it. Yeah.
Overall experience.
For what?
This.
Oh.
Good idea or bad idea?
Out of 10.
Oh,
Out of
yeah. Definitely do again. Sure, we can do this again.
10. Alright, so if anybody wants to be on this, reach out to Too Bad, and Too Bad would be willing to do this again for you. So.
Sounds like Sanchez might have to host though.
Nick is kicking my ass.
Good weather, good friends,
Good people.
good people, and good whiffs. Till next time.
Ouch. I'm just gonna feel that in the morning.